Hi, everybody. Welcome to July's meeting for Dream Makers here with Pampered Chef. We have a couple of people live here with me tonight. We have Beth Clegstone, who's been with us for just about a month, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her last month here. And she has a brand new recruit that just signed this morning, Julie, who is here with us as well to learn the ropes and get started. And she has a good recruiter in the house as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go over a couple of recognition points. As we all know, June was the free-for-all sale with 4 levels of the new products that are going to be coming out, which we do not know what they are yet. And level 1 was if you had $750 in sales. Level 2 was $1,500 in sales. Level 3 was $3,000 in sales, and level 4 was if you had over $6,000 in sales, you received all of those packages for the month of June. And we had a couple of people who earned some free stuff, so I'm kind of excited to see what that's going to be when it comes out, which we will see at National Conference. So Beth earned level 1. She had a little over $800 in sales for the month. And then Kim Sturmer earned level 2, and she had, sorry guys, about $1,700 in sales for June. So with that being said, carrying over into July is the same sales promotion, but they're different packages. So there's still 4 levels, the 750, the 1,500, the 3,000, and the 6,000, but they're different groups of packages. So if you didn't hit the level that you're striving for in June, you can have another opportunity to hit that in July and get some of the other products for free moving into the new season. So that's pretty cool stuff. And then with that being said, too, going into National Conference where we're going to see those items. As you all know, I've been talking about it for a few months. National Conference is August 3rd through the 5th. And pretty much everybody on the team, except for a couple of us, can actually go for $99, our registration fee. And then, of course, you have like hotel and meals and that kind of stuff, incidentals. But usually we actually get over $100 worth of a couple of the new products they usually give you that are coming out, some of the smaller ones. And then there's a swag bag that usually has a few things in it too. So that definitely pays for itself. As well as there's going to be a bunch of breakout sessions where you can get some tips and ideas on how to build your business and do virtual parties, as well as supporting your downline. Now that Beth's growing a team, as I keep staring at her. Here, ways you can do that as well, and just some time management and how to keep everything together as we grow and as we develop our own teams. It gets a little more challenging to keep our own business going as well. And that schedule is all out already, so you can take a look at it and see if there's anything that may interest you. A couple of things, if you're a first-time goer, I would highly recommend is doing a home office tour, it's a $25 fee to go do the home office tour, but they take you through like the solution center, all the people that we chat with when we call them. You see where they are. You see where the engineers are, where the test kitchens are, where everything, all the product development happens, as well as the history, the little museum from when Doris Christopher started in her own kitchen. Her kitchen table is in there. And you see the warehouse, and it takes you through with the automated belts and things with how all the items are picked and the boxes are put together. And this is actually just a pretty cool process to see what we're a pretty small part of out in the field and everything behind the scenes that happens to support us out here. So that's really a cool thing to do. If you're there, I would highly suggest doing it. It's kind of a one-time thing. You do it once and you've got the meat and potatoes of it. And again, it's just another way to meet other consultants and just network to be able to build your business and grow. I know last year I met some people from Florida, some people from Missouri, and we hung out the whole week we were there and just networked and kind of bounced ideas off each other and things like that as well. So it's just a good way to be able to build your enthusiasm and build your steam as we move forward into the fall. They also have a shop there where they usually have like spices and maybe some other outlet items that are a much reduced cost that you can purchase. So for like door prizes or giveaways or things like that. And then they also have another area where they have surprise boxes, where they have like $10 boxes, which are a little bit smaller. They have like a $25 version, and then we've got a $50 version. And usually the products in the boxes are much more than the box value. And then in selected boxes, they put a golden ticket where you could earn a surprise gift. Like last year, one of them was a stainless steel skillet, and then another one was an executive skillet. And then people are also like bartering and trading along the way, and you get a couple boxes, they may be pretty similar. So then you just talk to people and try to figure out if they have something you want or whatever. So it's kind of fun. Some people get a little carried away. We won't mention any names in the room. But also the good thing is too, this year, if you go, I'm driving. So if you need me to bring boxes back, there should be room in my car. And then, but also if you want to ship boxes back, last year they did a $10 flat rate for boxes. So whether it was like the $10 box or the $50 box. So what I heard people did was they would fill the $50 boxes, just pack them full, and then ship them, and it was only $10. So that's kind of a cost savings too for us. So, so that's that. And then also, I've been doing my if you guys are green for each month. So if you're green at the end of the month, which means you sell $150 and you're an active consultant, I've been putting $5 each month in the envelopes for everybody. And then if you attend conference, I give you your envelope, and it may have, like Julie, yours will only have $5 in it pretty much no matter what at this point. But, it could be enough to get like lunch or to get a drink or to do something like that. Some of the people that have been on board a little longer, potentially it could cut the registration in half if they were green every month. So just kind of my way of trying to help out a little bit to get people there, because I feel like everybody should go, but that's my personal opinion. And I feel like once you go once, you'll always go. Like I've kind of been looking forward to it for a couple months now. So it's exciting to see people, and as you meet people and get networking along the way, like I know this year, I know a ton more people than I knew last year that are going to be there. So I'll be able to network even more. And it just builds your confidence too. So that's kind of my spiel about that. And I'm going to try to share my screen with you. Maybe. No, it's not out. And I think I may have shown, there's 28 days till conference, just so you know. I don't know if I've shown you guys this video before or not. I may have. Oh God, what's happening?
Hello, Pepper Shop!
It's a little crazy this time. And it's just a way to hear like some people's stories and things too, and it's just inspirational. And I know sometimes last year I was kind of like, well, I'm sitting out here and these people are talking and they've done all of this, but then it just kind of jazzes you up too to want to do more. All right, I'm not sure how to go back now. Okay. Well, hopefully that worked, but so yeah, so conference is just a cool way to meet people and network. But you guys probably know I've beaten that into the ground already, so I will move on. As again, we already talked about the July special for the sales promos. So you guys don't have to tell me or anything like that, but I would just like everybody to kind of think about where they may want to be in July with their sales goals, just to have a goal in mind. You know, because if you start now and say, okay, I want to hit the $1,500 mark, you're more likely to get there and push yourself rather than say, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, I would like you guys to kind of have it in your head where you would like to go and how you'd like to get there. If you want to talk to me about it, that's fine. I will gladly help you out and figure out some strategies of how we can help get you there. You know, I always like free stuff personally, so if I can get something for free, it drives me to work that much harder for it. I think a couple other people in the room might have that same mentality. So with that, and then also, since Beth has been on a recruiting binge this month already, the recruiting special for new consultants for the month, which I'll hold this up and I know you guys can already see it, is the ice cream maker and the ice cream sandwich maker for new consultants that sell their $12.50 in the first 30 days. So Julie has an opportunity to be able to get this for free, as well as for every $100, every $1,250 you sell in your first 90 days, you get $100 in Pampered Chef dollars.
Yes.
So once you, in your first 30 days, you hit the $12.50, you'll earn this plus $100 Pampered Chef dollars.
Which is paying.
And then every other $12.50 you sell between then and your 90 days, you get another $100. And you can use it towards products, you can use it towards supplies, towards registering for a national conference. Pretty much anything that we need to do on the corporate Pampered Chef level, you can use it for. Or you can even bank it too, but you have to be active to be able to use the Pampered Chef dollars. So I try to keep them, and if I need catalogs or something, I use it sporadically, because you don't have to use it in the $100 increments either. You can use it kind of however you want. So I try to stretch it out because I know it's free money kind of sitting there. So I stretch it out for when things are a little snug or something like that. All right. And for the month, I'm doing the Green by 15 challenge. So by the 15th of the month, if you sell your $150, you're considered green. And every month I do like a little Dunkin' Donuts gift card or something like that. Kimberly Sturmer earned it last month because she was green by 15 in June. So that was kind of exciting for her. Hopefully she enjoyed a beverage or a donut. And I'm going to turn it over to Beth for a few minutes. Beth is new to our team. She's been on board for, well, today is actually day 30, so she's got a little bit more work to do this evening to finalize a couple things, but I think she's pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to turn the camera over to her and let her talk about her first month in business and how it's going and what are some of the things she's done to facilitate.
Well, we'll start with today's day 30. Tim did a party for me and convinced me to join, which wasn't very hard. I set my goal at the $12.50 in 30 days because I wanted the 100 Pampered Chef bucks to pay for conference. So I've hit that. I had a virtual party, 2 home parties, And then as of the 30th, I was $220 short of my goal. So I texted Tim, said, what do I do? And Tim gave me a great idea, and it worked. We did a ceramic egg cooker challenge to sell 15 egg cookers by today. All 15 are sold, and that'll take me over my $12.50 in my 30 days. And then my stepmother-in-law, Julie, has been thinking about joining for the last week or so, and did so today. So.
Very good. And then when we submit your party tonight, you'll also earn the
Yes,
recruiting special
the
for
recruiters.
April, which was
For
for
May.
Sorry.
For May, which was the cool and surf with all the accessories.
So that's kind of a nice added bonus. Usually the recruiting special adds up to be about $100 or so each month. So again, if we can get something for free, why pay for it? Yes, free is good. So there's definitely testimonials to that this can be done. And I actually attended one of the best parties with her and sat back and didn't really do much for her, and she took care of everything and had it all under control. So that was kind of nice to see right out of the gates as she moves forward. Anything else? No. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, bad jokes? We had somebody else come in live too, so. Okay, so I'm going to ask the people in the room a question here, and give them a few minutes to think about it, and then they're going to give me some feedback.
Why does he look at you when he says that?
I wasn't going to tell him the truth.
Well, no, because what I'm thinking is, with July being the host special, what's the host special for the month for July?
If you have a
Double
$200
rewards.
guest party, you get to pick one of the Rock Crocs at 60% off. If you can get up to $650, then your free money is now doubled once you hit the $650.
Yeah. So once the party hits $650, it goes from $115 free to $230 free.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to set up a July team challenge. Okay. So in addition to the free-for-all with the sales, those rewards are going to be there. I would like to set it up and just do a team challenge to see. I don't know if we want to do it who has the most sales from parties or just sales in general. I'd say just sales in dollar amount, whether it's parties or individual online orders, whatever the case may be. And then I'm going to reward somebody with either an ice cream maker if they don't already have one, or something of equal value if they already have one. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a cool challenge.
Sure.
But everybody can't have like $110.
I already have 2 shows booked next
Yes.
week.
So how about if we say, do we want to set a minimum on the sales amount?
Probably, yeah. What would you think?
I say we set a minimum of $1,000 in sales.
Okay.
So $1,000 in sales, and once you hit above that, the person with the most sales for the month is going to either earn an ice cream maker or something of equal value from me. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a challenge.
If you hit your $12.50, you're going to get the ice cream maker.
Then
You're going to get the other free stuff, plus you're going to get something from me.
There you go. So
It's game on.
you'll get 2 bonuses. We only get 1.
That's even more incentive.
There you go.
If
You
you
Yeah.
have
hit
your
your
$100
$12.50,
and have to shop. Yes.
And if you sell $12.50 for the month, it'll pay for your conference multiple ways. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. So a couple other little things that I want to just talk about. I haven't really gotten on the whole Evernote train. Evernote's kind of like a way of taking notes and keeping things virtually. It's kind of like a virtual notepad.
Kind of like OneNote, or you can still access it from.
Yeah, it's kind of like a web-based, almost like a Google Drive type thing, I believe.
We do Google Drive.
So I've recently come across a couple of things on some Facebook groups, and I saved them to my hard drive and printed them off. I can email them to you. I just don't understand the Evernote thing very much because I haven't played with it or attempted to figure it out.
She's got time to hold still.
I know people that use the Evernote really like it. So I think it's kind of like basically a digital notebook type thing. So I have a couple of things here that I think would be good for everybody. Whether, today's your first day or you've been with us for a year or so, it doesn't matter because we can always use these refreshers. One of them that I found is like how to ask people for bookings, and kind of gives you a little bit of verbiage and things to say, so you may not be quite as nervous. But you also don't want to read it verbatim either. And so I printed this off, and I can email this out to everybody as well. You can probably find it online too, but I just don't know how to get there, to be honest. So I will email it. And then another one that I found recently is, I know we're all trying to do a few more virtual parties and get those on our schedule, either for fillers or as a means of business. So I found another one that is almost like a host coaching of how to party to send to your host. And it actually talks about like step one, like the first sentence is, I will create a Facebook event and set up a personalized shopping link for you and your friends. And it goes through and talks about like how they can go to the host dashboard and they can see where their party's at and where the benefits are and things like that, as well as they can invite people through the email and make their lives easier, hopefully. Because I don't think a lot of my hosts actually even open the email that I send them or email people to invite them through there.
Yeah, I don't have them on Facebook.
Yeah,
People aren't.
exactly. And it also, if they invite them through the email on the Pampered Chef link, it already has that person populated on the party. So when you're inputting the orders, it goes faster. It's easier because it's already in there. So you don't have to type their name and their email and everything in. It's already in there. So the more that we can get people to do that, the better. Plus we'll actually have real email addresses where for receipt purposes or any type of warranty issues, it'll be easier for the home office to find them as well. And it also goes through, it actually has in here, like it shows the host reward, the graph that's on the back of the catalog and things. So I think this may be helpful for all of us as well, because I think sometimes we fall in a rut, myself included, where we just kind of get in, create bad habits and just stick with them. So I can email this to you as well so you have it. It's a reference, use it. It works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody. But I just wanted to offer that out there to make sure everybody had access to it. And does anybody have any questions? Anything? No? So I think our next meeting actually is going to be on August 8th. And it's going to be at the Radisson in Corning because our upline is doing a fall launch. So it'll be similar to things that happen at conference, but it'll be on a more local scale with people that aren't able to make it to conference. And we'll do some training and we'll do some probably some fun stuff. I know in the spring we actually did a little live cooking demo. And then we talked about, like marketing to men, not only just to the women out there, because men like to cook too. And, especially, Julie just coming into the business, everybody always thinks that Pampered Chef is a woman's.
I sold 3 egg cookers to guys in the garage.
Yeah. So, Beth with her egg cooker challenge, her husband has a race car and, they were working in the garage the other night and she texts me and says, oh, I just sold 3 egg cookers to the guys in the garage. So yeah. So, and definitely, a good way to promote your products and promote everything is, make something and take it to the office or take it to the garage, take it wherever you need to take it to, give yourself more exposure with your business and products. So with all that being said, like I said, our next meeting is going to be August 8th and it's going to be at the Radisson. There'll be more information coming up shortly, I believe, as we get those details firmed up. And then we'll go from there. So I want everybody to work on the July challenge. to get in the challenge, the minimum sales are $1,000. And then whoever has the greatest sales total for the month over the $1,000 is going to earn either the ice cream maker from me, or if you have that, a product of equal value. And we can figure that out when the time comes. So I will be more than happy to help anybody with it, to give you ideas, to work with you. Because as I challenge you guys and you guys come up with things, it challenges me. So we kind of challenge each other to push each other to the limits, which I like to do. And I believe that's it. Anything I forgot? No? Okay. So I will send this video out probably either tonight or tomorrow. And if you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to let me know. And I'm always coming up with new recipes and new ideas for things too. This month, the recipe night is going to be on the July 25th, which is a Tuesday. Some of us are going to be on vacation, but some of us will still be here in New York. So we will take care of that then. So have a good night, everyone, and I will talk to you soon.